Hello everyone, what are you expecting today? Because whatever you expect, that's exactly what you're going to receive. I would love to talk to you about time and space. I have heard it being said a lot that time is an illusion and space is an illusion as well, because we are all connected and there's no time because everything happens in the now. And I'm sure that there's a lot more than what I'm about to share with you that exists out there to the concept of time and space. But I had this aha moment and I wanted to share it with you. And of course, I would like for you to leave a comment below and tell me what you think. If any of you remember, and you could watch some of my videos, we are going to get ready to try to set up these videos in such a way where we connect these videos together. So when I speak of something, it'll pop up at the top so you could just click and go there as I share with you other subjects. So that way to help you to connect yourself and get a full comprehension and understanding of what I'm sharing. But I have placed a video here on YouTube where I've actually bent the spoon. The way I've done that is that a few weeks before this circumstance or this event, when I've bent the spoon, I saw this woman on YouTube and she bent the spoon, and all she did and all I've done, and I don't have the spoon here now because the purpose of the video is not to bend the spoon, but the incident of bending the spoon connects very well to time and space. So I'm going to go right to it, and I'm going to show you where time and space comes here. I was holding a spoon, it was straight. And let's say that the spoon is who you are. Okay? You have your present concept of you. I'm alone, I'm broke, I'm sick. Whatever it is, it's negative, right? It's something negative. So let's say that the spoon is not meant to be straight. It's meant to be bent. You're not meant to be alone. You're meant to be with your SP. You're not meant to have $1,000 in your bank account. You're meant to have 400,000. You're not meant to have, be overweight. You're meant to be 40 pounds less, whatever it is. Here's what I've done with the spoon. But keep in mind what I just said, that this is you. So I knew I had a clear picture in my mind of the spoon being straight. However, I've wanted the spoon to be bent. So here's what I've done. The spoon is bent, 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 the spoon is bent. The moment I saw a bent spoon, okay, right? The moment I saw a bent spoon, I let go. So I put the spoon down and I continued to discuss. Now the law of gestation or the law of incubation is taking place. And I said something, and all of a sudden I said it once again. And I said, yeah, and when you bend the spoon, and under impulse, I picked up the spoon next to me and I bent it and it went poof. It's funny, when I said that, there was 333 on top of my iPhone here. So what happened? Let's take this in the context of this is you. This is you, this is me. We don't like our concept, our present concept of ourselves. We don't like the circumstance that we're in. Well, I have to have a clear picture of where I'm at. I have to be very clear as to where I'm at, what I have, and I have to know what it is I want and where I want to be and how much I want to have and so on and so forth. So as I close my eyes, I have to speak internally until I see a clear image of me being there. With the car, with the, me being seated in my car, feeling as if I'm driving. Me being in my partner's house. Me being on the beach. So put yourself there now. The moment you put yourself there now, open your eyes. Now, if you have become, and you become by already being there, by already seeing the picture, as if you have become, or if you are supposed to live in the end as if or from that place, we must understand that if I do this visualization on Monday, time and space is referring to the law of gestation, which means there's Tuesday, there's Thursday, and there's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. On Friday at 3 p.m., something happens. And all of a sudden, you find yourself on the beach. All of a sudden, you find yourself engaged. Nobody knows the time and the hour. But when you're going to look at the clock, the time and the hour, that is when your eyes are open, and it causes you to go back on Monday and you say, oh my God, it was only like 5 days ago when I've imagined that. This is the bend. This is time and space. It's the days of the week that we consider time, a linear time, but it's the bend that causes you to go back and go, I've done that on Monday and it happened on Friday at 3 p.m. Wow. That's the bending of your mind. That's the shift, right? First of all, the shift happens within you. And the shift happens within you when you go from the spoon being straight to the spoon being bent. When you go from being alone to being engaged. It happens within you when you see the end. But in reality, it's the same. It has to happen the same way. So it starts on Monday. Or you can go this way. I think I've started here or here. It starts on Monday. And now that bend in your mind that you have caused yourself to go from the spoon being straight to being bent, right here is that bend. It has to happen in reality. But in reality, the way it happens is according to time and space, according to the days and hour of the clock. In your mind, it happens according to the law, meaning the law of mind allowed you to see the picture. So we operate by law and we operate with the gifts of mind, and imagination is a gift of mind. Now, repentance is man's responsibility and a gift of God. To repent is to turn around. It's not to have remorse, it's not to cry. It's to have a turnaround or the bend, right? It's to have a change of mind. Is to go from the spoon being straight, this concept of the spoon is straight, the sentence, the spoon is straight, and then you see the image. To go from the sentence, concept, affirmation, to the other affirmation aligned with the spoon being bent. You would call this a spoon that's bent. That's the affirmation, that's the concept. So you go from one concept to another through inner speech until you see the picture. So the law helps you see the picture, but repentance is your ability to do this, is your ability to respond to the problem, is your ability to respond to your own concept. Only you can change your concept. Only I can say I don't like the straight spoon and I want it bent. And what we understand now is that repentance is also a gift of God. It's as if to say this, Luminita, would you love to receive the gift of being engaged and married? Let me think about it. Forget it. All right, it's done. You go from the fear of not being to the love of being it. And the law of mind helps you to see the picture. And because the law of mind helps you to see the picture inside, that means the picture is already yours. The outcome is already yours. Now, here's the thing. A lot of people say, well, should I take any action? Well, if you are already bent, what more do you want? Like, you are already bent. You went from a straight spoon to a bent spoon. So, I don't know. Think of it. I'm already bent. I'm already there. Like, okay. Here's what faith comes in. Faith without works. First of all, you have to have the faith that the laws of the universe are already happening in the mind when you bend or you turn around or you go from to what you want. And you also have to have the faith now on the outside. So you have the faith, believing that what happened in the imagination, it's coming. But now you have to show that same faith in the physical. Because as within, so without. So if you had the faith to see it, to go, you had the faith in the 6 tools of mind, and you have the faith in the laws of the universe. Now you have to show the same on the outside. You say, well, I have the faith to go from straight to being bent. I have the faith in the law because the law already allowed me to see the picture. It's the law of mind that allows you to create the picture. You and God create the picture, and God is law. So if you create the picture, that's God in action. God in action, God already moved, bent reality for you. And so now, on the outside, I have to show the same faith in the law, in the image. So the way I show faith, oh, on Friday I'm going to be engaged. Well, let me see, what dress would I like to have on? Oh, wow. Okay. Well, how would I like this to receive me? How would I like to be received by this? Well, maybe I need to go and have my hair color done. Maybe I need to, change some things in the house. Maybe I need to start packing. Maybe your life is going to change. And what are you doing to receive that outcome? It's almost as if to receive yourself, right? Because you're going to have the ring on your finger. So how do you want to be that day when the ring is put on your finger? This is faith. Action or faith without action is dead. This is the only action you must put. Logically, you know that a person that is about to be engaged, they have to plan their wedding. Now, this is doing the illogical. As Sandy Gallagher said at Proctor Gallagher Institute, this is doing the illogical. When she manifested her house, Bob Proctor, my coach and mentor, said, okay, well, listen, you haven't even put a down payment on the house. You haven't done any of this, but why don't you send an invitation to your family and tell them in 3 months by Christmas, you guys are going to have dinner and on Christmas Eve in that house. And she said, I couldn't do it, but I had to listen to Bob. And so she does that. And the way she got in her house was that she was already working on this program at Proctor Gallagher Institute, and they brought that program into reality, right, on the market, and the money came in exactly what she needed to put her first down payment on the house. And then she paid it, I think, very shortly after that. But she showed faith in the picture by taking action towards it. And the action that she put in was, okay, well, the money has to come in. And she was already working on something. So you might be working on a business idea right now. You might be working on bringing a product in the market. You might be working on something. Take the action, right, that will get you there. We're not supposed to wait for the money to just come on our lap, because I don't believe that money just shows up like that. Rarely do those incidents happen, and there's a very good reason why they happen. But usually those things take a long time, especially if you're manifesting something such as paying your house, for example, in a weekend. You know that those are rare occasions, but most of the time everybody usually does something. This is not about working for someone else. You're working for this image. You're working for your outcome. You are doing your part, and the law or the time and space does its part. So now understand that time and space is referring to this bend. The same bend you've done in your mind, and it happened in the now. In the physical reality, it takes a little bit of time and space, and that's the bend. The faith you have in this imaginal act, understanding that God is law. So when you have seen the picture, or when you have gone from the straight to the bend, you have just put God in action. You have just put the universe in action. And so when you put the universe in action, Now you must show faith in God. Now you must trust God. Now you must trust that God does his work, right? The energy, the spirit does its job. The law does the job, but you do the physical part of you to go towards it. So the question is, oh, okay, so how would I like to be received? If I'm manifesting my SP, well, okay, do I want to be the best version of me when they come in? Or the goal is only just to bring them back? No, the goal is to be a happy person. The goal is to be a new you. You know, a lot of relationship coaches, they say, okay, if you break up, don't do anything about it. Go 30 days, no contact. A lot of people have misconceptions with that. I believe that if we introduced manifestation into relationship dating coaches, that would change the dynamic. But what they're suggesting is that start developing you. Go and take the yoga class, go and take the painting, go and change your job, go and change your car, wash your car, whatever you need to do. Because the day will come when that SP is going to give you the phone call and you don't want to be found in the slumps. In the same way, you don't want your manifestation to find you in the same way, right? So what helps us, however, with the manifestation, with when we work with the laws of the universe or with God or this energy, is to understand that only God can help you see the picture, because you and God put the picture together, or you and the higher self. And so when you and God, you and the universe, or you and this power, this energy put the picture together, you're operating with law, because you all know that God is law. And so you're operating with the law. And you've given the law the image. And you're saying, here it is. You help me create it. You do the work. And I'll witness it. It's as if to say, okay, now universe, I wonder how this is going to come. I wonder what the universe has set apart for me. The date, the time, the hour. I wonder when. Now we can talk about time when it comes to the day and the hour. Can you be specific as to the day and the hour? Here's what I would like to say. When I have manifested my banners and they were supposed to come on Saturday, I said I would like to have them on Friday between 4 and 5 p.m. I was very calm, and I knew that I needed them by Friday, because on Saturday morning at 3 a.m. I was going to drive to Chicago, and I needed to have them by Friday evening. I couldn't wait until Saturday afternoon. I was going to be on the road. So you can put a date and time, understanding that when you put the picture out, you just put the order in the universe. So you can put a date and time as to your engagement, as to your when money comes in. Now, what we have a misconception with is this. Oh, how long would it take for me to get from here to there, to from 100,000 to 400,000? I don't know. What will take me from 5,000 to 20,000 a month? I don't know. That's going to take a long time. You're thinking in a linear way. When Jesus fed the 5,000 people, he said, well, what do you have? And they said, well, we have 2 fishes and 3 loaves of bread. But prior to that, Jesus said to the disciples, okay, you go ahead and feed the 5,000. And what did they say? Well, hold on a second. According to the linear time, all of us have to go to work and work for 8 months and get the wages and then buy all the fish and the bread for all these people. And yeah, it'll take 8 months. So imagine 5,000 people sitting on the grass for 8 months for the disciples to go and work according to time, space, and their wages. But that's what we do. When we think of a date and we put it down, we're thinking through our ability to create. And so when we're thinking through our ability and our wages and our time and space, and we're saying, well, I don't have the mastery skills, you're looking at what it is you don't have once again. It causes you to look back at, well, I don't have the money, I don't have the time, I need a lot of time, I need a lot of money. We're thinking of all that we need to do, right? And this is when we talk about that action that people say you shouldn't take. Yeah, you're not supposed to think of your manifestation through a linear time and something that you have to do. Come up with the money yourself, or come up with new mastery and skills. You don't need to, because you're enough in yourself as you are today. The desire came because it only wants to expose itself not because it needs you to go to school, right, and do all those things. So then when we talk about time and space, rather when we talk about taking action, I am referring to, or no, excuse me, when we were I'm trying to get my grips. When we're talking about the date that you want to put down, you need to ask yourself and say, okay, well, God, I like to talk like that. And I say, God, well, now listen here. You know that I have been waiting for this for a long time. Or you know that I need to be somewhere on Sunday. Or you know, I would like to be there on Sunday. It would be so nice to have this. It would be so nice. Now you entered into love, loving you. You have this communion with the universe or God, and you say, you know, God, actually it would be nice. I've been waiting for this for so long, you know, for this car, for this house, for this partner. I know that you like to come with speed. The universe loves speed. So God, I know that you work quickly, you work fast. So, you know, it would be nice if this would happen. And you take the pen and you say, by Friday, you know, yeah, Friday, I'm going to finish writing my book. You know, it would be nice for me to finish writing my book, and right there and then, the money show in the bank, or right there and then, my SP. It'd be so nice. My SP would call me and say, I want to take you out. I want you to come and see me. I want to come and see you. And you say, you know, and it would be nice, yeah, if he or she will do that. And I would tell him and her about my book, and it would be so nice. You see, now you're planning and you're dreaming instead of saying, oh, I don't know about Friday. I mean, it's too early. I need more money. God, you know, I need to work 8 months, and right. And he says, well, what do you have? What do you have? And you may look at yourself right now and say, well, what do I have? God, what do I have? I don't have anything. Look, I only have $100 in the bank. Or, God, you know, I'm lonely. That's what I have. But what I give to you, right? I bring you my sacrifice, or I bring you my gift to you. And the way you bring your gift to God, you bring that new outcome and that new image, so God can work with that, right? The universe, you bring that out into the universe, and you say, God, you know, I can't come with you empty-handed, so I'm going to come to you with my gift. But that is actually your gift, because what you give to God, God gives back to you. What you put into the universe comes back to you. What you give, you receive back. And this is the other side of repentance, when we said repentance is man's responsibility and a gift of God. It's a gift of God, but you are God, and so you're putting it out, but it's coming back to you. You're putting it out into the form of a shadow, but it comes back into the 3D. And so to put the date down is to understand that it also comes from God. Even that date, it comes from God. But it comes through the eyes of desire. What you're saying is, God, universe, you know this. It's almost as if you're reasoning with your heart, with the universe, with God. And you're telling it and say, you know, it would be nice if my banners would be here on Friday between 4 and 5, because I would like to have them on Saturday because I want to drive to Chicago. And then on Sunday, I'm going to have the seminar. And so it would be so nice to have them on Friday. You know, UPS works between 4 and maybe until 5. So, you know, let's say it's Wednesday afternoon. I give 2 days for the truck to move around. And, you know, even in the latest hour between 4 and 5, if UPS would, you know, if they would deliver me the banners for my seminar on Friday between 4 and 5, that would be good. Yeah, that would be good. That's it. I got up, and at 4 o'clock on Friday, I had a thought, go and check on your banners. So I went online, and they said, your banners or your package will arrive today, Friday, 4:35. I'm sitting there, and this is the bend of mind when it calls me, and I go, oh my God, this is what I said on Wednesday night. I said that they were going to come between 4 and 5. This is the bend. This is the, now I go back and connect the dots all the way to Wednesday. So it's Friday, but I go and connect the dots, right? We talked about this band, right? It caused me, so on Friday I got them, but it caused me to go back. Well, that was Wednesday. It caused me to go back on Wednesday, and I go, oh my God. In reality, it looks as if there was time and space, but internally the bend was done when I have reasoned with myself and I've decided when I wanted them to come. I wanted them to come on Friday. So if it's Wednesday and you want it on Friday, if it's Sunday and you want it on Friday, what you're saying to the universe and to God is, that's as far as I can go. That's the bend. Like, God, you know what? I've been wanting this for so long. Like, don't ask me to wait any longer. Right? I've been asking for this for so long. I don't want to wait any longer. Like, this has to come. A lot of people get into decision making, or they get into all of a sudden as if they're stumping their foot. It's a decision. It's a decision, but you can make this internal decision without having this struggle. You can make it in a nice spirit through reasoning. People that don't go through the reasoning process using the gift of mind, which is reason, they don't go through it. They go directly to decision. They skip all the other gifts and they go straight to decision, which is fine too. So when you don't know what else to do, just come down with a decision and you're like, okay, subconscious mind, you better give it to me. But we can also do it in a calm mind and use our 6 gifts of mind and do it in a reasonable way rather than a forceful way. Right? You just drop that into the subconscious mind and you give it the command. You can do it like that. You command it like that too, but you can command it in a reasonable way. So you reason with yourself. Given that you don't add any shadow of doubt and worry, and you're only focusing on your desire, and you say, as far as I know, I've been fasting and I've been alone for so long. I've had no money for so long. Given to all the circumstances, there's no time and space, God. Like if you could just do it like now. But see, it's not believable to us if we say now or tomorrow. It's like, I don't know. It's just not believable. And so you want to put a date, but it's not the date when you will achieve it. It's the date when you want to receive it. And either you believe it or not, it truly doesn't matter. You don't want to shake the date. You just want to keep it there, because when you keep it there, what's going to happen is you're not going back and forth. So don't ever change the date. Like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I said that, but no, don't change the date, because you're demagnetizing yourself. So be very clear as to what it is you want. And don't confuse the universe. It's as if you're, like I said, God is the waiter, and you tell God, here's the order, but you say, God, come back. And God cannot be played with, and God cannot be mocked. And I believe that's what it means when we mock God. I believe we say it and then we come back. We do it and then we come back. That's mocking God. It's just like playing with God, you know. And so if we look at it through that analogy, you don't want to play with God. Ultimately, you don't want to play with yourself, because you are God. And so stop playing games with you. And we talk about the game of life, and we can talk about this in another video, but life is in the tongue. So when you speak, no, I want it Friday. No, wait, I want it Sunday. No, oh, I want it now. No, you're playing with your life. You're playing with your tongue, which automatically becomes your life. So let's not go back and forth to the dates. Put the date. Understand it's when you want to receive it. When you want to receive your gift, you're expecting it to be wrapped. You're expecting it to look as within, which means if it's you in the picture, you expect yourself to show up as that person. You expect to go from Monday until Friday and develop from Monday until Friday as that person, from being single to being engaged with your SP. And so what would I do now? Well, go get a massage, go get your hair done, go and clean your house, do what needs to be done. And if you're going to move in with your partner, then I would start packing. I would start looking for a realtor. I would start looking for selling your house. I would start looking for this, looking for that. Whatever is necessary for you to prepare to receive your broom, not broom. Okay, if you want to receive a broom, to receive the groom. You know, in theology, we were told that, you know, Jesus is coming and we are the bride. I was going to say broom again. You're the bride and you prepare yourself. Yeah, Jesus is every desire. Anything you want. If you're hungry, Jesus is food. If you don't have a dishwasher, Jesus is your dishwasher. And so prepare yourself to receive yourself in such way. So it's like, okay, well, on Friday, how would I like to receive myself? How would I like to look? How would I like to feel on Friday? How would I like Friday to receive me? Friday better be prepared, because this person is going to look amazing on Friday, right? This person is going to conquer the world on Friday. This person is going to do this and is going to look like this, and start preparing. Just as if you're going on vacation and you know on Friday you're about to go in Bahamas, you know, what would you do? Go and buy your swimsuit and sunblock and suntan and let your friends know to come and water your, I was going to say water your cat. That's what needs to be done. Water your cat and take the plant out for a walk. Right? You would do that. It's like, I know I already paid for the trip. The price has been paid in full. This is something that we have learned. The price has been paid in full. So when you go from the spoon being straight to the spoon being bent, you've already paid the price. You've already done the work, which means the price has been paid. You paid yourself, and you gifted yourself, and you are your own gift. And I think that if we look at manifestation from this perspective, many things could change in our lives. So that's all I wanted to say. Thank you so much for being here. Take the jokes with a drizzle of salt, but I hope it made you laugh. Like, share, subscribe, leave a comment below. And what I would encourage you to do is come within the program Manifest Without Money. I'm going to drop the link below, because we talk about creation and manifestation every single day within the program. That's a self-study, but once a week we meet within the group Manifest Without Money on Facebook. And we just had a 5-day challenge. It was actually 7 days. We had on the 6th day live Q&A, and on the 7th day we had 30 minutes, no cost to you, where I went over your goal. And for those of you that attended, we went over your goal, and we discussed how to achieve that goal and create that quantum leap. So if you're interested within the program, click the link below. Also, I would encourage you to come within the Facebook group community. It's a small knit group at the moment. Not everybody wants to manifest a lifestyle. Many people just want to manifest things here and there, but I focus on manifesting a lifestyle. We're taking care of your identity, which is your self-concept, relationships with self, with others, SP, money, income, business. We talk about business and money, and also your health. So I like to take care of the whole person, as if you're coming to a holistic, integrative doctor, holistic doctor. They take care of the whole person. So I don't just ask you and come here to say manifest this and manifest that. No. In the program, we take care of everything. We talk about money in depth. There's exercises every day you need to do. So it's changing your life, changing the way you speak, changing everything about you, changing your reality completely. It's not a matter of, I'm doing it this month, but next year, who knows? No, we're looking at manifesting a big vision for life. We're not looking at manifesting small things, temporary things, things that brings us pleasure for the moment, just to ease our pain and suffering. We're actually creating a lifestyle. So that's what we do within the program. All right, so thank you so much for being here. With much gratitude, this is Luminita. Bye now.